So I didn't get to do a reaction to this at all. And I already reacted or seen this trailer a number of times. But for those who don't know, Bubble, you're a fellow FF14 enjoyer. Please tell me what server you're on, or world, or data center.
Blue seas, clear skies, and boundless possibilities.
So, you know that Moonfair Festival and all that? Well, here, it was our, like, you know, our yearly beach episode. What if we just make a whole expansion around the beach episode, huh? I know a whole crowd of people in this whole video game that will enjoy the amount of swimsuits that are gonna come from this expansion.
And we'll soon be in sight.
Enjoying yourself for a change?
Was that Stormblood? Oh wait, you're right, because of the Red Sea. Or was it the Red Sea, or was it the Red Tides? The Ruby Tides. And oh my gosh. Thank you. The Ruby Sea. It was called the Ruby Sea. But yeah. Yeah, they added diving, swimming, but I don't know how many. Oh wait, yeah, was that when Moonfair first started up in terms of an event? I don't know. I'm assuming so, but regardless, I know after the last Moonfair and everyone was so excited over swimsuits, I just knew that people would love more swimsuits for whatever reason. And a very particular crowd in that, at that. Ah, okay. Oh yeah, you're right, because the event is based in Costa, yeah. Of course, all the events are based in the AR regions, so that no players are left out regardless of what point of the story you're in. I thought this was a transition to a new, job. I kind of figured it was a new job because of the sword, because the way the, I thought it was Red Mage for a second, but I was like, no, that sword's different. That's not a fencing sword. That's an actual single-handed sword. That's not tied to Paladin. Yeah, we're getting new ones. Yeah, we're getting 2 new ones. At least 2 new ones. This is a new Scouting melee DPS. Called the Corsair. At least that's what people are theorizing. It's the Corsair. Which is basically a pirate who is, yeah, it's more as a pirate. You become a pirate character. So you know the admiral in Limsa Laminsa? This would be basically her class, essentially, except that she uses except there's a sword in one hand and I think a pistol in the other, because there is actually a pistol. It's brief, but there is a pistol. I just can't see it from here. There's like a little glint of a pistol here. But there's also other views of this job. But in the trailer, they only revealed one job, unlike the usual two. But Yoshi P during FanFest said there is two jobs, which is this character, which is a melee DPS, who is part of scouting. People theorize as the Corsair, and the other one is a magical range DPS, and we don't know what that job is at all. I guess I'm even teased in this. The job ain't even teased in this. But people are theorizing it's Geomaster due to the environment we're in, among other things. Anyways, we have a new Graha burger moment. Probably for Alice. You know what? You're actually right, because Alice has been wanting a new look ever since the end of Shadowbringers, right? 1 second. Give me one moment. I'm back, and yeah, Estinian's Raptor moment. It seems like he became a teacher, and he's babysitting. He's babysitting a bunch of baby raptors. He went from guard duty to doing patrol duty to becoming a caregiver. And as you can see from his face, his look became like a look of neutral, like his neutral look. Hold on, let's see. He was like a neutral look of like, his normal look is just a student being a student, and then gradually it goes from that to like, what am I doing right now? What am I doing right now? Who assigned me this job?
Might you have a moment?
And it seems like Thancred went back to his AR lifestyle. Always seducing people. Maybe I should have followed the word of light. Oh, shouldn't have followed. I thought that said should have. Although, he probably is asking that same Finn still because we were having fun doing all the adventuring and like doing a bunch of other Finns, and he's off in the corner being stuck with children. And we point to this like, hey, I want that job. Get me out of here, please. Wherever you're going, the forest, I don't care. Just pull me along. So based on the details, I'm assuming. So this is the place where the rite of succession and whatnot is taking place, or at least part of that story is. Assuming it concludes with this, the expansion. But if it's like any other previous expansions before Endwalker, we're probably going to be left on a cliffhanger before the patch cycle. But assuming it does conclude in a good way or a bad way, this right of succession is gonna. I'm assuming it takes place around here because I'm assuming this is where the throne is at. Join us, Estinian, for my lance skills, right? For my lance skills, right?
At last, we have come to the land you call the New World.
So the interesting thing about this whole thing is that apparently, all the characters are arriving at this island at different times. At least it seems like based on the details from the FanFest. Like, we were arriving with Aaronville and not really anyone else because everyone else arrived either before or coming after us. We came because we were individually recruited, apparently. Now, I know I'm going like into like details that probably don't want to know, but like it's still like a good idea to know because it helps us keep an eye on details going forward for the patch notes, or not the patch notes, the patches going forward. Yeah, it was. Yeah, at the start it was Alphino. But the main thing that Yoshi P pointed out was that the Scions are divided. So like how we were recruited for a specific purpose by the person who is taking us here. I'm assuming whoever's captain the ship is the person who's talking. I don't know who that voice is. I wish I knew who that voice is at the end. But we are being recruited into like specifically for the helping with this right of succession and making sure it happens. Now to what degree, we don't know. But they didn't ask for the Scion's help. They asked for us specifically. And if I remember correctly, in the most recent patches, in the most recent patch, I think Urianger and Thancred got a letter of some sort that they've kept in the dark on us about, or they kept it to themselves about. Oh, it wasn't just those two. Kryl also got a letter. Kryl also got one. But it's hidden away in the series of books right now because she didn't get to it because she's busy being overworked. Oh wait, no, she did look at it at the end of the most recent patch. But yeah, they each got like a weird note or a letter. And no one's talking about them. They're just keeping it secret, aside from Thancred and Urianger, which is why like if I go back over here, it's why like they're all in this festival, but they're all like doing different things. But Thancred and Urianger are like usual, they're sticking together more or less. Like they're both aware of the same thing essentially.
Might you have a moment to speak further?
And he's watching over Thancred from all the way up here or something like that. But we know why Y'shtola is here. Like whatever reason or whatever thing like Y'shtola is, focused on or working on, it's most likely related to trying to find a way to the other reflections. Because she has a boy to get back to. At least I assume so. I'm assuming she's looking at these statues for more reference materials. Regardless. I liked his name, Dawntrail. dawn meaning the start or the morning, which also means the start of a new day, a new era, a new story. And then the trail that is formed to the end of that new story. Or the trail that we leave behind. Regardless, there's a whole bunch of other details that came out recently because Yoshi P did an interview on Famitsu. Apparently, this little circle here is actually a rainbow. This is a big rainbow in the background. Yeah, I was thinking the trailer phone. Yeah, you know what? You know what? You're absolutely right. Because guess who told us to come here in the first place? That old man is sitting in the sea, just relaxing and laughing at us while he gave us a whole bunch of breadcrumbs to follow. There's a certain man laughing at us at a certain place, at a certain sea. It's like, I hope you enjoy your adventures and all the breadcrumbs I left you. Let me turn off window capture real quick. There is one other thing I want to put onto the record of my stream for a second. Where was the post? Granted, there's a lot of FF14 posts, at least on the official Twitter with all the details that came out. Here we go. I wanted to talk about this really quick. Oh, not that one. There we go. Say hello to the new map. At least the new map of Aetheris. Because now we're beyond Eorzea and whatnot. We now know the name of this planet, Aetheris. So Tural, the new world, the place where expansion comes in. This is where it's at, all the way over here, and people are already calling it not North America, not the U.S., Brazil. We're calling it Brazil. This place is Brazil. It is not North America. It is Brazil. And apparently, there's a landmass to the north of Tural too. That's hidden by the clouds. It's very hard to see it. Actually, maybe we can. Yeah, we can. Yeah, it's not much detail. Regardless, Tural is right here, but based on what we saw from the trailer, this is the coast. There's nothing north of right here. There's no landmass or connecting land bridge, but there does seem to be some land. But more importantly, it's down here that I'm more focused on. Down here. That old man still playing his old tricks. Even now, even when we're all focused on the west, he leaves breadcrumbs for us down here. I'm excited for the Canada expansion. So speaking of dragons, down here, right here, down here. Actually, it's actually ironic. I think there is a dragon down here. I don't know whose dragon it is, but there's a dragon down here. Regardless, this little landmass right here, that is Mericidia, home of Tiamat and Bahamut. aka Australia. At least I'm assuming the inspiration for that for this landmass is Australia, based on its location. But no, seriously, I have no clue what it is. As far as we know, it's like the southern continent of some kind. But we don't know like full details, like what kind of civilization Mericidia is like, aside from the presence of dragons. and the war between Mericidia and Allegan that happened years ago, which spawned the whole issue with Ashtaha and whatnot. Regardless, they didn't have to show this off already, but for whatever reason, they decided to show it off. Now, apparently, there's also this little island landmass off the coast of Toral. I don't know what the heck this is, but this map just keeps getting bigger and bigger. I keep getting concerned with how big this map is getting. And you know what? We still have areas up here to explore. Like, look at all these clouds. Ilzabar still has a bunch of locations for us to see. Like, we have this whole northern region of Othar we never went to yet. That's beyond Dragonspire, whatever it's called. We're still missing Alalafil's homeland in the South Seas. Oh yeah, the South Seas. Like, I think the South Seas are... Yeah, the South Seas are right here. The only place of the South Seas we have is Siren Song Sea. Which I think is right... No, I don't know where it's at. There's also a graveyard area that's, like, around here, too. There's a lot of interesting areas that we just don't have access to. But regardless, this whole area right here is an expansion up here, totally, because Bifrost is up north around here, which is one of the locations that we've been told to go to. This up here? No, this is not Boja. At least I don't think it's Boja. Boja is over here, where it's like west of this sand area, because this is where Damascus is at, or Damascus. Because the Boja is near Damascus, or where Damascus used to be. I think it's Damascus. I don't know if it's... Hold on. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it was like... I mean, that's the city, that's the name of the city at that place, but, like, regardless, Boja is to the west of this. Because Boja is connected to the storylines in the this area. Because over here is where the Vieira come from in our world, which is the forest where the Seraph was at. I think her name is Seraph. Davallengraf. Yeah, Davallengraf. Regardless, Boja, you had to, in order to do Boja, you had to do this Alliance raid quest that is connected to this region here. And then, like, this region is connected to Boja, which is, like, a region that is, I think, directly, like, is, like, on, like, a front to Garlemald, so I placed it around here-ish. In my head canon, at least, because we can't see past this fog of war. Like, I would need to see, let me look at the Othar map. A detailed Ophard map, please. Hopefully. Just open the image. Thank God. And no, that's not high quality enough. Oh, it is Devon. Huh. Oh wait, this is an old. This is an outdated map. I'm pretty sure it's not, because this is where. Huh. It's so weird. I thought it was. Huh. Okay. Okay. Now I'll explain a lot. I would like an updated map though of this place. Damaska. That's what it was. Damaska. Yeah, that doesn't help me at all. None of this helps me at all. What in the... Yeah, that is definitely Devon Graph then. But still though, Bifrost is up here. Or Blendfrost is up here. So regardless, map theorizing is always a fun thing to do.